Welcome back to my channel, you guys. Thank you so much for joining me today. I am running a little bit late today. As I've mentioned before, I'm trying to get up early in the morning before my family wakes up to get most of my work done for eBay, Amazon, all that stuff. But we had a really long day yesterday. Spent the day with family and then we all crashed. Like every single one of us went to sleep, and it was the first time the baby slept 10 full hours. So I treated myself to a sleep in today, and it was kind of amazing, you guys, because who knows when that's gonna happen again. So because I treated myself to that little sleep in, I have to get my work done now during his first nap instead of our walk. Our whole day is thrown off, but that's okay. We can play catch up. I'll just take you guys along with me as I pull my shipping, get my shipping done, share some of the things that have sold. I feel like I'm starting to get some momentum back in my store. Finally, I have 8 packages to ship out. Then I can take my daily walk with the baby and chat with you guys about some eBay mistakes that I have made and what I think are the biggest eBay mistakes for someone who is just starting. Real quick, I do have to admit that having a newborn is keeping me on a tight schedule in kind of a good way. I didn't really anticipate that it would help my productivity because I'm forced into these windows of time when I know, like, if I don't get it done now, it won't happen. So it's actually been helpful. Anyway, that aside, let's go ahead and pull some shipping. Okay, so right here you can see these Nike slides sold. I had quite a few of these actually. And they sold from anywhere from like $15 to $25. These sold for $15 plus $10 shipping. Okay, and these are some Chubbies men's shorts. They have a 5-inch inseam, and I actually found these just had fallen off my eBay store listings, so I got these relisted. Occasionally that happens where listings disappear mysteriously on eBay, but these sold for $25. Also, I pulled these from my garage earlier today. These are some J. Jill pants. They're like a corduroy velvet, and they sold for $19 plus $9 shipping. These are some Lululemon camo crops, and these sold for $25 plus shipping. And these were in that bag that my friend dropped off on my porch. Okay, another one high up. This is just a Vineyard Vines tee with a hood, and it sold for $15 plus shipping. And this is a Garmin Edge cycling GPS, and this sold for about $70 plus shipping. I had this for a while in my to be listed pile, and I should have listed it sooner because it sold really fast. And this is a North Face jacket. It's like got a reflective interior, and this sold for about $67. These are some Marc Jacobs pants. Marc Jacobs is a brand that is so hard to move for me. Honestly, like, I rarely pick it up. These actually were another thing that had fallen off of my eBay listings, and I just got them relisted, and luckily they did sell, but yeah, it took a while, and Marc Jacobs is very iffy. All right, now that I'm done with shipping and have it all on the porch, let's talk about eBay mistakes today. Let me start off with what I think is one of the biggest mistakes that people make when they are starting eBay or when they're just interested in the side hustle altogether. Let me start off with what I think is the biggest mistake, or at least what people may not understand when they are just getting started or when they want to learn more about selling on eBay. Let me preface this by saying that I have a lot of friends and neighbors who have been curious about what I do when they find out what I do, and they wanted to learn more. And whenever they wanted to learn more, I've happily introduced them to how to do it, how to list, how to photograph, what brands tend to sell well for me, all that good stuff. But out of everyone that's been curious and come to me wanting maybe help or advice, not one of them is still doing eBay or has continued with it or found success with it. And that could just be they lost interest, it's not for them, and that's totally fine. From the outside looking in, it's really easy to share really quickly, right? Like, hey, I found these AirPods for $10 and they sold for $100, and now I'm that much richer, right? It's appealing to present something that way, and it is exciting, right? That sounds like $90 in my pocket, and it was super fast and super easy. And while those flips do happen sometimes, and it's really fun when they do, more often than not, it's a daily grind and daily effort that leads to success with eBay. So to me, the biggest mistake somebody could make with eBay is not realizing how much daily consistency and momentum you need to get consistent sales in your store. And if not daily, it takes at the very least weekly effort, one dedicated long day a week to get a consistent number of listings up in your store. One of my favorite quotes from the book Atomic Habits, if you haven't read it, it's a great book. It says, "The greatest threat to success is not failure but boredom. We get bored with habits because they stop delighting us. The outcomes become expected." Finding things is super exciting. Finding those rare treasures, those rare gems, the 1 in a million finds at a garage sale, thrift store, so exciting. Those are great. But the process of listing, it gets boring. The bread and butter brands that are very basic, those can get boring. They sell and they're a good flip, but they're not that exciting. Photographing, the same. Listing, the same. It's the same every single day, and it can get a little bit stale. And so I think that novelty wears off and people start to look elsewhere for a side hustle, which I totally get, and that's totally fine. Again, eBay isn't for everyone. But in order to make eBay successful, it has to be a commitment. And that's what I'm trying to do to bring my store back, right? Get up, I do my shipping, I do my listings, and I move on with my day. The next day, I will get up, I'll do my shipping, I'll do my listings and move on. It's just that daily effort. And also in Atomic Habits, he talks about you are what you repeat. And success over time is just repeating the same good habits over time. And that is the same with eBay. Listing every day, every other day, as consistently as you can will lead to consistent sales in your store. I would argue that's even more important than just what you find, is how consistent you are with what you are selling. Because over time, you'll discover what sells for you because you've been so consistent. You'll start to remember brands and you'll start to remember prices of what things have sold. That will teach you more, I think, than just a brand list in general, right? Just memorizing a brand list. It can only get you so far. It takes putting your fingers and hands on thousands and thousands of items, getting used to the same labels that you see over and over again, and remembering, oh, this has sold for me in the past, it'll probably sell again, and it's just that daily repetition. Another mistake I'll touch on real quick is not handling your profits well enough. And I think that includes just not saving money for the end of the year for taxes or not accounting for it in a wise way. It would be heartbreaking at the end of the year after selling $100,000 worth of stuff to then not have any money left in your bank account to pay a pretty big tax bill that will probably be coming your way. So get with a CPA. You know, it was probably the best thing I did for my business. We have a wonderful CPA. She has saved us thousands of dollars on our taxes. She handles our family taxes and my business taxes. It's just the best investment that you can make. So make sure you're not spending everything that you're getting in your bank account. Set that aside for taxes, at least 25 to 30%. The last mistake I think people make is not utilizing everything eBay has to offer sellers. Promoted listings, sales, best offer. These are all tools that you can use to make your listings more attractive, to push them to the top of search, and to get more sales. Having fast shipping, a flexible return policy, good customer service, responding to messages, all these things help when it comes to the algorithm. A responsive, active store is a happy store that will reward you with some good sales. All right, you guys, that does it for me. Thank you so much for tuning in today. If this video helped you, if you liked it at all, the best way to tell me and help me out is to give me a thumbs up. I would love to hear from you. What are your thoughts on what I've just talked about? What are some eBay mistakes that you have made or that you see others make? I'd love to make it a discussion in the comments below. Thanks again, you guys. I appreciate you. Take care, and I will catch you next time.